Hello everybody, it is May 31st and it's time for my sketchbook review. It's going to be a short one this week. I just didn't really feel very inspired to do a whole lot of drawing this week. I had a test and I didn't do very well on it, so that kind of took a lot of time out of my schedule, having to go in for meetings and things like that to address what went wrong and all that good fun stuff. And my mom was a little preoccupied with that, and I had other projects I wanted to work on, at least 2 of them, so, and I'll share those with you guys, but, yeah. Aaron's graduation was yesterday, so we ended up pretty much doing that all day yesterday, so my day was gone. And Friday was, my house was a disaster, and it still kind of is, but I spent most of the day cleaning then. And I also had my, meeting with my teacher on that day, because I took the test on Wednesday, found out my grade like Wednesday night super late, and then Thursday, oh, who cares? What does it matter? I'm here now. Anyway, so I'll go ahead and start out this week. This is where we left off. Actually, I'll show this first. This here is a, let's see if it'll focus, a moleskin, one of those little cardboard notebooks that they have. This one is actually one of the journals. I got both lined and unlined papers, and I want to start doing like artwork on the front, and I want to sell it, and I just kind of wanted to see how everything would turn out and how it would look compared, because you know, obviously if you change the color of the paper, you change the color of the markers, so I needed some sort of a reference guide. So I went ahead and I took all of my Copics and I went ahead and I laid them all out. And then I took my gel pens and I laid them all out to see how they would look. And I'm going to order some glitter pens as soon as I'm done with this video to kind of add to my collection, just because I like being able to add extra little things here and there. And I'm glad I did this, because just kind of looking at how the colors turned out, like these are such, I thought that these would actually be a little bit duller, but they're actually some of the brightest. And the colors are all just a little bit, now, I don't want to say muddied, but the paper shows through, so whatever. But yeah, this is exactly what I needed to see, because, you know, now I know which skin tones are going to work and which grade tones are going to work and which ones are just going to look like dirty paper versus which ones are actually going to add a little bit of color. So that's cool. So I was happy to do this, and this is just going to end up probably being a little commission book for me or something like that, just to kind of keep track of everything. And then you guys got an extra video this week. I did an inking video on this picture of Sesshomaru, and I said I would be doing a color video with it. And I started with an experiment color video, because I got, I'll show you guys, my webcam set up here. I had, Aaron was nice enough to make me like a little stand to hold my webcam, and then I had to keep propping it up because it needed more and more height. So it's all set up. I've got it taped to this and everything. But the problem is if I do high definition, I only get like 40 minutes, and it takes me much longer to color than that. And then my computer kind of goes crazy. So I think what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try it on my desktop and see how that turns out. Maybe because it has more room on it, it can hold more or whatever. It was like a 10 gigabyte big video by the time I was done, and then it wasn't even done. Really, I think what happened is I had too many programs running, and it just kind of whacked out when those other programs started kicking in. So I just need to kind of shut the whole thing down before I do it. But this is the inking that you all got to see. It actually turned out really nice. I did touch it up a little bit more off camera, but yeah, that still needs to be cleaned up. But whatever. So you guys did get an extra video this week, and you got a voiceover with that. And then I did do a little bit of doodling. I did this one of Piper kind of in a strapless bra, and I don't even know what I was thinking here. I just kind of wanted to doodle her in a strapless bra. I honestly, yeah, I just wanted to doodle her in a strapless bra. That's really all there is to it. So I did. And then I did some chibi Pipers, like little chibi ducks of her. I did these in class after I took the test. I knew the second I walked out of that classroom, I bombed that test. But I was just doing this to kind of loosen myself up and kind of get back into breathing and feeling calm again. So I doodled some of these, and they're actually really cute. I enjoy them. They're happiness. And I don't even know then I drew some more Piper. She's going to have, like, there was, like, going to be a big gem on this, and then it was going to be a string of pearls leading up to it. And I just realized, like, I really get a lot of enjoyment out of drawing Jade, Piper, whoever. So I kind of feel like I need to do that more. She is my character, and I feel like I don't give her enough attention. I don't give any of my OCs enough attention. I tend to fall back to fan art, and because that's what people look at. That's what everybody wants to see is the fan art, and I kind of get tired of it. Like, there's so many projects, and I guess that's kind of why I'm a little bit, like, blah today, is because, like, a really big project that me and a friend have been putting together a long time ago, she wants to continue with it, and I'm totally cool with it, and I respect it, because she's doing a lot of work, and had done a lot of work into it. And I want to, but I'm just so busy with school that I just cannot dedicate the time to it. And I'm hoping, because I'm going to have the summer vacation freed up, I'm hoping I can start, and then I'll just have, like, my fall semester, and then I can pick it back up again. Really what I need is stability. I need a job where I know when I have to be to work and when I have to be home. I thrive on schedule. I just do not do well when I know that my schedule is going to be changing every 7 weeks. And that's basically what the nursing program is a change in your schedule every 7 weeks. So I think once I get that stability back in my life, there's a few things that are going to fall into place. Like, my health is definitely going to improve, because I'll have a sleep schedule, I will have a workout schedule, and a work schedule, and a free time schedule. And I mean, it doesn't seem like a schedule would be that bad, like people could adjust to it, but I'm one of those people who thrives. I was my healthiest and my happiest after I graduated college the first time, had a job that I knew I had to be to at 7 o'clock in the morning, and that I got out at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I had the rest of the time to myself. I thrived. I lost so much weight that I'd put on in college. My blood pressure was down into the fantastic area. I had time to go socialize. I had time for art, and I was getting 8 hours of sleep a night. And unfortunately, in our society, we don't put enough emphasis on getting sleep, and that's really why a lot of, mental disorders have taken such hard root in our society, or in the U.S. culture, depression and things like that. A lot of that comes from a lack of sleep, and if people would just get a little bit more sleep, you wouldn't see as many of those issues, or at least they'd be more manageable. And that's something I've learned in school, definitely. Because, like, right now, I don't want to say I'm depressed. I'm having a case of the blues. And it's like, see, and I told my husband I was going to be recording, and he's out there making as much noise as he possibly can. He turned on the TV, but now he's slamming things in the kitchen. So, sorry you guys have to hear that. But yeah, back to sleep. Yeah, I guess I'm just asleep. I got too much sleep last night is really the problem. I came home after Aaron's graduation dinner, laid down. I was only going to take like a 15-minute nap, and I ended up sleeping for 3 hours. And when I woke up, it was midnight, and I was like, oh, well, crap, where did the time go? Because I was going to listen to some homework lectures and stuff and get that out of the way. But that didn't happen, and now I have to try and make up for it tonight. But I have to try and get to bed at a decent hour, because I have to start switching over to my 4 a.m. schedule, which is always fun. But anyway, has nothing to do with my artwork, but it does kind of explain why I haven't been doing very much. It's just I've been feeling blah. I haven't been inspired. I mean, that right there was inspirational. I was like, oh my god, yes, I want to doodle all over the front of it. And so I did. Well, I marked all over it anyway. But, yeah, I guess I don't know. I'm not finding inspiration, and like a lot of the people I was drawing inspiration from are too busy or don't have time to talk, or if they do talk, all I hear is negative things, and I don't thrive in that environment. Because I hear it all day. I don't know if you guys have ever worked in a hospital, but it's not a very happy place. So, yeah, not very much art. I've just been feeling ick, but whatever. See, and then like I started feeling like it literally after that test is when it set in. And I know part of it is because I knew I didn't do well on the test. Usually I recovered just fine from that. Like, I have absolutely no worry about the class. I can come back from one bad test. And really, I only missed it by 1 point, because there was a mistake when it was reading my Scantron. So I didn't bomb as bad as I initially thought. I was looking at my score. I was like, oh my god, what did I do? Just forget to fill things in? No, the Scantron misread a lot of my marks, but my teacher was nice enough to go through and help me, and we checked them, and like, yeah, they do match up, so, you do get the points for that. But wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. But yeah. So, and this was post-test, and I was just like, I just couldn't get things to work, and I was just kind of getting, And then this, I was like, I was trying to draw Lydia, and then like the boob just like went out there, and I was like, oh my god, what am I doing? So then I just kind of set everything aside. And then I came home and I doodled this, because I really want to get into Lydia more, adult Lydia. Like, baby Lydia is cute. We all know it. So I want to get more into adult Lydia and kind of focus on her story a little bit more. So as such, I need to draw her like a million times. But now I'm thinking I need to draw my old characters, because I don't want to let go of my original concept that my heart, like, it's like so sad, but it's not, and it shouldn't be, because I want to see this project take root and I want it to move somewhere. And I know it's got like a couple years yet, so I can still participate. I just need to focus and get on track and start setting schedules for myself to work on it. Yay! And then I drew this and then I colored it. It's from Miraculous Ladybug. I think they're just calling it Ladybug now, but I was watching more promos on this, and I got super excited about it because I saw some more of the animation, I saw some more of the storyline, and unfortunately it's colored pencil, so it's shiny as crap. So let me set it up like this. There we go. And I'm really looking forward to it, because it's such a mass undertaking of multiple animation studios on different continents, and it's like everyone's ideas are coming together, and I'm super excited about it. I mean, most animation is multi-continental, because very rarely in America do we do our animation here. It's mostly from Korea, but we're talking Japan, we're talking America, we're talking Korea, we're talking like all sorts of houses, we're talking France. So I'm actually very excited about this, and the overall premise of it has me really excited. I like the idea of a heroine, and I like the idea of having a polar opposite relationship. The romance part of it, I give and take, because I'm very hesitant, because it seems like whenever romance is introduced into anything where there is a female heroine, ultimately that heroine ends up becoming a damsel in distress, and I just absolutely hate that. But from what I've seen so far, she, I think it's, I want to say, I want to say it wrong, and it's going to be, I'm not even going to say it at this point. No, I'm not saying it. So what was that? What was I saying? Crap! See, I'm so out of it. But from what I've seen, Ladybug is actually very self-sufficient, and it's actually the hero, or the male protagonist. I would assume he's a protagonist. The antagonist is the weird pigeon guy, but or whatever. There's a lot of them. There's not very much information. It's driving me up the wall. But he seems like he's a little bit. He's capable, but sort of like. Not, but it kind of fits with the character. So yeah, I am very excited about this project. It's something I've been looking forward to for a while, back when they introduced it in 2D, and then I was so sad when I saw it was going into 3D, and I'm still not completely thrilled about the 3D aspect, to be honest with you. I just think that 2D would have been so much better. Like, the action sequences were so much more like expressive, because in animation, of course you're gonna like oh, what's it called? I know there's the pull and stretch, and I know that they do that a lot to make things just seem a little bit more cartoony, and a lot of the animation I saw for that was, it made me so happy, and then they took it away for 3D animation. And it's not that I have anything against 3D animation. I enjoyed Green Lantern, the animated series, and that was completely like 3D. And I don't even know if it's 3D. I'm just calling it that. So go ahead and correct me if you need to. But I really would have liked to see this in 2D, to be honest. I don't know. Part of me just gets sad, because it would have done fine. And it actually would have been out by now if they had. But since they had the 3D render, and from what I've seen, the renderings are nice and everything, but it still kind of has that stiff feel that I don't like about it. But whatever. So I did this fan art, and then back to the art. I did this fan art. It's just in a Prismacolor pencil, and, you know, just Micron multi-liner. It's just a quick thingy that I did to kind of, I don't know, try and bring myself back to an art phase, but it really didn't work. I finished it. I guess I'm just like not thrilled with it, the way it turned out. So I just kind of gave up on art for the week after this, because then we had Aaron's graduation and everything. So yeah, that's pretty much my week in a nutshell right there. Is, you know, a little bit of art and a lot of blah. And I'm hoping like tomorrow, you know, tomorrow's supposed to be a nice day and it's supposed to be a little bit better. And I have lecture, so I still have a second chance, and I have a test next Thursday, and I just really need to hammer down and focus to study on my Tuesdays and Wednesdays, which is really hard because after clinical I just want to sleep because it's so stressful. And I'm going to pre-op on Wednesday to start IVs, and that's, I want to say it's terrifying, but I'm kind of excited for it. But yeah. So that's this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know, I'm sorry it's kind of blah and there wasn't very much to see, but this right here is going to be exciting in the future if I actually find something. I want to do videos once I can figure out how to do the videos for it. I need something that can record for a few hours because that's how long it takes me sometimes. And I'll try to have more doodles. I really, really want to do more drawing. I need to do my homework so I can pass and stuff. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, or if you at least liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe and leave a comment below. And I will see you guys next week.